Good evening, everybody, and welcome here to Wolfpack Stadium for tonight's matchup with the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack. And the Scranton Knights. Deep kick will go down to Underwood, and it'll go into the end zone, and Wilkes-Barre will bring the ball out. So the Wolfpack deferred, or Scranton deferred the coin flip, and that's why Wilkes-Barre got the ball here. Playoff football here. Wilkes-Barre somehow got the 1 seed out of all this. Hazleton, Williamsport, they're playing at Billtown. That's the 2 and the 3. Scranton got the 4. And Wilkes-Barre ended up going down to Williamsport last week. Underwood, right side. Real nice tackle out of the defensive backfield there by Scranton. So coming up quickly is 8 Shamir Moore. 6 foot, 152 pounds. It's our Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast tonight. Underwood up front, and lots of white jerseys there. Just couldn't meander through much. It'll be 3rd down and probably a long 6 here. Scranton, one of those teams you weren't sure, they had to get an adjustment, new quarterback this year, and you weren't sure where they were going to go with their season. They've had some ups and downs, much like Wilkes-Barre area. And here's the errant snap. And Howe will try to get out of dodge. Will he get it past? Throws it out and incomplete. So a lucky play there by Jake Howe in the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack to get out of dodge on that errant snap. First possession here for Wilkes-Barre. So their season is over after a game like tonight. Ardo to punt. And the whistle comes down. So a false start there by Wilkes-Barre area. That'll back them up a little bit. Wind kicking up here tonight. We saw it earlier this week with the soccer game where the girls from Wilkes-Barre area won their first district championship. They'll play in the state playoffs on Tuesday. Punt from Ardo. Hangs up there a little bit. Gets near midfield and will take the Wolfpack bounce and get down to the 48-yard line, and that's where Scranton will start out. We'll be right back. Timeout on the field. So here come the Scranton Knights. Bring their guy in motion, and they'll run it on the left side. They'll get out across the 50-yard line, maybe get 2 or 3 yards. So they brought number 1 in motion, Brody Coyle, the quarterback. He's a junior. Dad's a principal. Let's see what they're able to do. John Rorozic will wear 15. He just came out. He's a junior. fullback, 6 foot, 202 pounds. Coyle will be under center, and then they'll move some stuff around. So Chris Del Santro, the big tight end, goes over to the other side, and they'll give it to number 20, Reese Whitman. And Whitman gets out near the 50. So right to the line of scrimmage, it'll be 3rd down and 8. Whitman, 5'11", 180 pounds here for Scranton. Shuffle a guy in motion. Coyle's going to throw. He's got a guy wide open in the flat, and they couldn't corral it. So Reese Whitman, unable to catch that lollipop. It was a little bit high and a floater. It'll bring up 4th down in a punting situation here for Scranton. Guy in motion for Scranton on the punt coverage. And Wilkes-Barre calls for the fair catch right around the 20-yard line. Gimbitsky. So Wilkes-Barre area will start out there, and Trayvon Gimbitsky and crew. He could be a big time player offensively, but notably comes up from that safety position pretty hard. It looks like we're going to re-kick this on the 5-yard penalty, the illegal motion. Late call. Tough to make it through a season with staying healthy. You see Josiah McCoy, 14, and 24, Tim Leonard banged up on the sideline for the Wolfpack. And that will knuckleball out. A little better field position here for Wilkes-Barre area at the 9-minute mark. So first quarter, no score. Ready to go. As Wilkes-Barre on their second possession. They're going to throw a deep, call it an in route. It was intended there for 12, Jordan Kozlowski. You had 17 going up the sideline, Rajon Watson. Wolfpack in the flat, and Gimbitsky off his hands. So 3rd down and 10 here for Wilkes-Barre area, 8:52 on the clock. So just 8 seconds go off the clock in 2 plays with 2 drops. They'll throw it again. Roll, and trying to get close to a first down, and I believe he does get enough. Will be number 2, Jake How? So Wolfpack will set things up here with a first down. Three receivers over to the right. How? They push one of the defenders out. He throws a dart behind Kislowski. .38 and counting. This clock will move slow with all these passes tonight and drop balls. How? We'll run it. Win, kicking up. He gets a couple of yards. It'll be third down and short. So starting to get a little chillier. We've had the best weather that you can ask for in a fall. 70s, 80s in the last week of October. But now we'll get a little bit of, this is reality. Underwood. Not much doing. Might get a little closer. It'll bring up fourth down. Wilkes-Barre looking over to the sideline, planning on going for it here. Does he get it? Right at the 50 is where the referee's walking. Might just have enough. Chain gang mover. Got it done. Pitch, Underwood, right side. Meandering. Flag coming down, so I'm not sure. Is that going to be a hold there from one of the Wolfpack receivers? Or are we going to get a helmet-to-helmet contact? Any kind of issue with that? Let's see what the referee here they discuss. I think it's going to be a hold. Ten-yard penalty will block him up, back him up. First and long. How? In the gun. Underwood, he gets clothesline, longest yard style. 68. Wilkes, 6'3", 300 pounds. He's a nice kid. Got to interview him the last couple years, and he's a 6'3", 300-pound nice kid. That's all I can tell you, but you see when he plays football, he can be pretty dangerous there. Just got through and took it to the much undersized Underwood. Six minutes and 18 seconds. First quarter, our Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast tonight. Jay Cow rolling and gets rid of it. His receiver took a stumble. He didn't really have much there. And him and Coach Nino Cinti talk over on the sideline what they're looking for. Wilkes-Barre comes up here on 3rd down and 16. How's looking? He's going to escape, throws it late. He's got his guy. It's a 1st down, and the flag comes in late. He was past the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of down, and it'll be 4th down here for Wilkes-Barre area.
Legal forward pass on the Wolfpack. It's a loss of down. It'll be 4th down.
I heard Ciro Cinti from up here basically say he was over the line. We just got to, move on here. Abington Heights leads Wyoming Valley West. Delaware Valley leads Pittston area. Valley View over Crestwood. Dallas over Honesdale. Prep up 2 touchdowns already against Tunkhannock. Mid-Valley leads Lake Lehman. Lakeland over Riverside. Those are some of the early scores. Trail leading Nativity BVM. Old Forge a couple touchdowns better than Holy Cross. Far right side. Scranton trying to work something. Memphis Shadow. That'll be a 1st and 10 here for the Knights of Scranton. Under 6 to go. So Scranton will shift some guys around. Left side, they'll run the football. And it'll be their quarterback, Coyle. Well, Coyle, the nice guy that he is, helps up Trayvon Kimbitsky. He was the guy who tackled him. So we've got about 57 degrees tonight here at Wolfpack Stadium. Winds are kicking, though, a little bit. It's saying 5. I'm going to say more like 7 to 9 miles an hour at times. Right now, it seems like it's settled a bit, but we're getting some gusts just a little bit ago that put a little chill in the air. Timeout, Scranton. Scranton comes out here on 2nd down and about 3. Bring a guy in motion, in number 5 juggled it for a moment, but now he's got enough for a 1st down and into Wolfpack territory. Eddie Salazar, 5'9", 154 pounds. A good job there by Salazar. As you hear that wind kicking up just a bit. Another penalty. There's the hanky on the ground. So you think, boy, we're doing something good, and then that little flag comes out and it backs you up. So pretty much a game of miscues thus far. between Scranton and Wilkes-Barre, and ball being played right in the middle of the field. Nobody has really had any threats of scoring at all. Guy in motion. Coyle throws the screen, gets it over to his running back, Whitman. That'll bring up third down and short.
Down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 9. It'll be third down.
Our Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast tonight. Appreciate the students' efforts here in the District 2 semifinal between Scranton and Wilkes-Barre. 6A. Whitman comes back. Coyle will look to throw. And he does a little Spinderella. He will come up and now run it, and he will be right near the first down marker. I think he'll have enough. So Coyle showing his athleticism, and the Knights will move the chains with under 4 minutes to go here in the first. Stuffed. Shadow carries it. Is that Ardo on the tackle? Looked like him. Number 10 coming up. And 40 might have been there, Rabel. So Rex Rabel, a senior. Like he might have made that tackle up front. Second down and long. Coming up on the 3-minute mark with 10 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have a difficult time getting this thing off. Now, illegal substitution.
Illegal substitution on the night.
Scranton comes back out here on the penalty fest we have thus far between these two. Coyle has a guy right in his grill, and it's tipped. So Nick Saraceno gets the job done at 6'3", 220 pounds from his end position with 2:38 to go here in the first. Scranton taking a little bit to get these plays in the huddle. They're down to 8 seconds, 6 seconds. They didn't break the huddle. They're not going to get this play off. Timeout, they call. So just the communication right there not working right now for the Knights. Timeout of the field. We'll be right back. So Scranton will come back out. Now, I know I mentioned timeout on the field, meaning like it's a miscue. They're just, we're taking a break because there's some boo-boos going on. Not an official timeout, but, they got to get this plays down. 2:38 on the clock here for the Knights. Third down and forever, 21. Coyle going to roll to his right. He's got a guy At the front sticks, and then he just rolls out to the right. It'll be long. So fourth down coming up here for the Knights of Scranton with 2:31 on the clock in the first. So nothing working right now for either offense between Scranton and Wilkes-Barre area. Continue to update you on some scores from tonight. Going to be a penalty against Wilkes-Barre as the Scranton punter went down. Delaware Valley, a couple touchdowns better than Pittston area. Scranton Prep up 21. Riverside is down a point. North Pocono leads Hamburg tonight in the Eastern Conference 4A game. Old Forge and Holy Cross, that's also an Eastern Conference game. So Scranton did not get the break they were looking for. It's a short penalty. Let's just see here. So penalty declined. It was not going to be enough for a first down. In the past, high school football, you ran into the kicker, you did something, it would be much more advantageous. Wilkes-Barre will run it out here. The play, that is. Jay Cow, the junior quarterback. Official now running in.
Penalties 5 yards added to the end of the punt. Wolfpack will take over first and 10.
So penalty there added from the running into the kicker. Howe over the middle, off the fingertips. Gimbitsky. Triple twos on the clock here in the first quarter. Jake Howe looking around here. He's got three receivers over to the right-hand side. Howe throws it on the left-hand side. Basic play. This one could break. Scranton guys got an angle on him, but out racing everybody right now are the Wolfpack. And this one is going to notch 89 yards. So Trayvon Gimbitsky able to put this thing away. House music all night long for Trayvon Gimbitsky. Scranton's got a guy banged up over there on the sideline. Not sure if that's a cramp. And the extra point coming here for Wilkes-Barre area. Jaden Sanchez. Up and good. 7-0, 2:07 on the clock. We will be back. So the Wolfpack got that punt, ran into the kicker, and then somehow Scranton declined the penalty and let the ball be at the 15. But then they gave Wilkes-Barre a 5-yard penalty. Well, Scranton declined it. How did they do that? Our crack student staff here coming up with these good questions. 2:07 on the clock, 7-0. Wilkes-Barre area still in the first quarter. So when you throw the ball 57 times, there's going to be a lot of clock stoppage, and that's what you got here from both squads. Much more running tonight for Scranton. Wilkes-Barre has been the throwing team. That guy's still down over on the far sideline for Scranton. They're still having a conversation with the coach. All right, we'll finally get this thing kicked off here. Sanchez, right side, going to be a shorty. Going to bounce backwards. A good strategic kick there by Wilkes-Barre. And finally, touchdown there by number 2, Memphis Shadow. 1st and 10 here for Scranton. And the ball will be spotted right around that 30-yard line. Right side. Positive yardage before number 20 is stopped, Reese Whitman. Scranton 2nd and 5. $1:34 on the clock. First quarter. Coyle to his running back. And wrapped up over there by number 5, Gabe Saraceno. So 3rd down now and 4 for the Scranton Knights. Coming up on that 1 minute mark. Two receivers over to the right. Tight end over to the far left here. And nothing working there. Brandon Dempsey. Could be a tight end or a tall wide receiver there. He's 6'1", 160 pounds. But he didn't have his head turned around when Scranton threw the slant. Fourth down here for the Knights. Scranton gets this punted away. Bounced near one of the Wolfpack feet, but nothing where it touched. It'll be 1st and 10 near the 40-yard line for the Wolfpack, 60 yards to pay dirt. It was a 89-yard touchdown earlier. Wolfpack, quick hitter, Gimbitsky. And flags come flying in. Going to be against the Wolfpack. 26 seconds on the clock, and the penalty will back them up. So Wilkes-Barre area will show their hand with three receivers over to the right. Underwood on the left-hand side, all by his lonesome. And the clock will tick down here in the first quarter. We'll throw a pass to Watson. Watson sits on it and gets near the 50-yard line. Final play of the first quarter, second quarter coming your way. Wolfpack lead at 7-zip. Back at it, second quarter here. Wilkes-Barre had guys leave early here. That'll bring it back. How many penalties we guessing? At least 9 in one quarter. And now maybe 10 after the first play of the second quarter. It has been miscue city for these squads. Three receivers over to the left-hand side. Jake Howe, the junior quarterback, in the gun. He's got Ardo right alongside him, and they'll give him the ball. And he's got some positive yardage and gets out towards the first down. Back at it here for Wilkes-Barre area. Out in the flat. Reese Whitman over there covering. Dallas leading Honesdale tonight. No score between Williamsport and Hazleton right now. Howe is going to escape, throws one downfield. He's got his dude, and Wilkes-Barre in business. Underwood's going to go score. 50-yard touchdown pass. Jake Howe to the elusive white-tailed deer, Devon Underwood. Just can't get this guy down. He spins out of a tackle there, and he is tough, man. For his size, he just does a great job of getting out of tackles. And the Wolfpack will take a 13-zipperoni lead. I mean, tonight's 3 touchdowns better than Valley West. Delaware Valley, 24-0 over PA. Crestwood and Valley View are tied. Dallas leads Honesdale. Scranton Prep all over Tunk. Wyoming area leads Carbondale. Mid-Valley and Lehman, a tight one. Riverside has taken the lead over Lakeland. We'll be right back. Sanchez will kick it away. Got pretty good at laying this ball up, and this one he will kick deep. It'll get right down to about the 8-yard line or so, and on the return, good run back there across the 33-yard line.
Brought down at the 32-yard line. The Knights will take over 1st and 7.
.11:09 on the clock in the second quarter. Scranton running the football, right side. And they run into a couple of Wolfpack players after a short gain. Get up across the 35-yard line, or to the 35-yard line for that matter. Under 11 minutes here in the first half. Ardo on the tackle. So it is 14-0 Wolfpack lead tonight here in the playoffs. They win, they'll be back home next week. Coyle, left side. They'll get up to about the 40-yard line there. It'll be 3rd down and short. Well, he didn't get as far as we thought. They said he was down. Must have got his knee down there. Thought he rolled out towards the 40, but it's going to be 3rd down on a long 4. Watson comes in here for the Wolfpack defense here in our Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast tonight. 2 receivers over to the right-hand side. Bring a guy in motion. Speed sweep and reverse the action. And Rabel sniffs that out on Memphis Shadow.
Shadow on the carry. He fought down behind the line of scrimmage by number 40 Rabel. It'll be fourth down.
Whistle with 9:32 to go. So Scranton player shaken up. Still over there on that sideline. Not off the field fully, and it'll be a punting situation here for Scranton. Lackawanna Trail leads Nativity BVM by 3 touchdowns. Old Forge 33-0 over Holy Cross. North Pocono leading Hamburg 28-0 in the Eastern Conference 4A playoff. Player goes off. .29 on the clock. Second quarter. And a short, high punt. Everybody from Wilkes-Barre saying, get out of the way. And the Scranton guy gets it right near that 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 here for the Wolfpack. 60 yards on pay dirt, 9:18 in quarter number 2. So here we go for Wilkes-Barre. 1st and 10, Underwood makes a cut. 2 Scranton players there to cut him down and a loss of a yard. So a nice job there by the Knights up front. Leading the charge for Scranton, number 55, Patrick Whalen, 5'11", 210-pound linebacker. Screen, lollipop, right side, and Underwood is met by a handful of Scranton Knights. They sniffed that out very well. Clock continues to move here in quarter number 2. Ardo will come in. Underwood comes out. You throw it across the middle. Good enough for a positive gain up to the 45-yard line to Saraceno. But it'll bring up 4th down here for Wilkes-Barre area. Punting situation. High snap. Arno does get it. They'll send a knuckleball down there right to Scranton at the 23-yard line, and they will go down quickly. Good coverage by the Wolfpack. We'll take a break, be right back. .6:53 on the clock. Scranton. Coyle gets the carry, goes forward for just a few. Ardo comes up to make the tackle. Scranton breaks the huddle, sends a couple of guys over to the right-hand side. They'll shuffle a guy to the right, and Coyle will look to screen it and throws it at feet because it didn't develop. So a smart play by the junior quarterback there with 6:13 remaining here in the half. And looked like a flag came in late. Intentional grounding? There's a running back right there. You got to feel for Coach Shumber, so he's pleading his case. And I saw what he saw, but I don't know. Did the ball have to go past the line of scrimmage? They called it intentional grounding. I don't know. Well, that was a smart play by the quarterback. Third down at a quarter mile for Scranton. Call it 20. Coyle got his guy, bombs away Lorraine. He's going up top and just a little bit long. 22 was shrieking down there. Kevin Creech for the Wolfpack wanted to pick that off, unable to. Punting situation here for the Knights. Wilkes-Barre moving up now to the 45 as the punter's all the way back right on the goal line. Knuckleball short, takes a good Scranton bounce and get out right to the 50-yard line. 5:58 to go here in the first half. Wilkes-Barre, Wolfpack will get the ball. right, we're going to run a play here. 5:58 on the clock. Scranton bringing the heat. And if Howe could get around the corner, he's got room.
Now on the keeper. Push that down to the next 41-yard line. That's a gain of 9 on the second down.
Valley View Crestwood tied at half. Thought that would be a close one tonight. Crestwood's a tough team. The way they do that offense and their defenders are tough. And, you know, the first time they lost Shedlock, and it was like a day or two before, and now they've had time to adjust with him out and just kind of like, okay, now we got to do something. And we'll see what happens at Valley View. It is in the flat. Gimbitsky runs through a guy inside the 30-yard line, and good enough for a Wolfpack first down. Trayvon Gimbitsky loves contact. Offense, defense. He's just one of those kids. And you watch him play defense, and you just see the things that he can do. Appreciate you joining us tonight on the Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast. Tonight, here with the Scranton Knights. Crowd came out tonight. Some of them didn't want to be too cool, and they're watching it in the confines of their own home, maybe in New Jersey. Oh, he's got a guy. He's open. Kizarowski, can he make it over to the corner? And he makes it down inside the 5-yard line. So Kizarowski, the 6'2", 285-pound junior, Jordan, makes big-time yardage here for the Wolfpack. 4:57 on the clock, and the Wolfpack are banging on the door here. Give it to Underwood.
Underwood on the carry.
Makes an initial surge near the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a little bit and then push back. Second down. Pitch left. Underwood and 3. Scranton Knights wrapping him up. They came up with very good run support there. Underwood got twisted around like a little pretzel. Injured Wolfpack player out there. We'll take a look at him with 4:02 in the half. Wolfpack. Third down. Arno gets low. Is he in? He is. Touchdown, Wilkes-Barre area. The 3:53 mark. here comes the extra point from number 3, Jaden Sanchez. It's up, and it's good. 21-0, 3:53 to go in the first half. Wilkes-Barre dominating so far tonight. The Wolfpack to kick it away with Sanchez. Bangs that one down to inside the 20, and Scranton comes out, and the ball gets loose as the Knights get upended right near the 35-yard line. I'm not sure if the ground caused the fumble or what happened. .346 remaining here in the first half.
Scranton will take over first and 10 from their own 34-yard line.
Receivers over to the right-hand side for Scranton. Running back on the right. H-back on the right. So you think, hey, they're going to run to the right here. But they'll shuffle the H-back over, and they'll fake it, and Coyle will spin out, throws it in the flat, not going to have enough juice. So Saraceno was giving him a little heat. And Shadow was out there, but just couldn't get it to him. .341 on the clock. Gorgeous night for football here at Wilkes-Barre. It's been that way all season long. We've been very, very fortunate. We are November 1st, 56 degrees, some winds, but you can't beat it right now. We'll actually get back to the 60s and 70s for a couple days next week. Ridiculous. Tuesday, 74 for the Wolfpack girls playoff game. There is a connection. This could go yard. And it does. Scranton covers 66 yards. Memphis Shadow. Look at the dart here from Coyle. Basic slant route. And then Shadow puts it in another gear. And it is to the house. 21-6.
Rodriguez in for the extra point.
3:32 on the clock. Scranton gets on the board. Kick is up and good. 21-7. Got a ball game here at Wilkes-Barre. So Scranton with the ensuing kickoff here. And they'll boot that deep. Down to about the 2. Underwood has that ability to make people miss. Make somebody miss. And twists it around there and goes out near the 27-yard line. So a nice job there by Devon Underwood with 3:24 remaining in the first half. Wilkes-Barre will break the huddle. Come right out from the sideline. Underwood will go over to the far right side right now. They'll be guarded over there by number 11, Michael McCann. Ardo, left side. Ardo got positive yardage, 4 or 5 yards. They're looking for a face mask.
Brought down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the second down.
Officials talking, but nobody called the face mask. Under 3. Ardo in the carry. And a flag comes down. Looks like it's going to go against Wilkes-Barre area.
Penalties, dead ball, sideline warning on the Wolfpack.
3rd down at about 4. Wilkes-Barre just going to call timeout here, I think, on this 3rd down. They are. Timeout, we'll be back. Wilkes-Barre on 3rd down and 4. 2:15 on the clock, first half. Reverse the action, Underwood. Got one guy to beat, and he beats him, and then maybe a little bit more. Across the 50-yard line. So Devon Underwood gets the job done with 2:06 to go. Three receivers to the left here in the Wilkes-Barre area. Student broadcast tonight. Scranton in town. The right to head to the final for districts. And Howe gets hit from behind and in and out of Underwood's hands. So good pressure over there from Scranton. Reese Spindler. Flags all over the place.
Penalty on the play, penalty's false start. Against the Wolfpack, it's a 5-yard penalty and will remain second down.
Wilkes-Barre, three receivers over to the left-hand side. Howe on second down and long. Buck 58, and Kivslowski could not squeeze the ball.
Passes
'Howe can run it. He will. He's got the first down. Jake Howe got into Scranton territory, and a late flag coming down when he went to slide. A Scranton player engaged him. .147 on the clock. And the Wolfpack continuing to march down the field after another penalty. Fake it. Throw a shuffle pass, a little unorthodox. And nothing there. Nice job by Scranton sniffing that out defensively. Looked like that was 55. Again, Patrick Whelan. Howe out in the flat. Kivslowski tried to make a move, and he got shot down there and really won't get much. Timeout. Wilkes-Barre. Might be an injury timeout there on Scranton. Now he gets up, number 20, Reese Whitman. Going to stop the clock. Watson on the left, Underwood on the right. and Jake Howe in the backfield. Throw it in the flat. Kozlowski, positive yardage, and fourth down. 36 seconds remaining. So if you're Wilkes-Barre, really no need to call a timeout. Just run a play here. It's pretty simple. Fourth down and 5, you just run the same play. You just want to get 4 or 5 yards. We'll switch the guys over to the other side. Underwood will line up here on this side. We'll throw Underwood. Touchdown. Underwood just beat his guy deep. You see the look here from Howe, and Underwood just went right by Kamani Sterling, the junior. 27-7 with 32 seconds to go. As the Wolfpack strike again with Devon Underwood. Kick is up and good. 28-7. We'll be back. Sanchez to kick it away here for the Wolfpack. Squibbler. And Scranton on their feet up to the 45-yard line with 27 seconds to go. So 55 yards for the Knights to strike a touchdown. Logan Sienkiewicz gets up slowly there. This game playing it tonight, we might not get out of here before 10 o'clock tonight. The way this game's going, it is just really a long first half. They'll run it right side. And taken down over there, number 5. So Salazar. So Smith comes up to make the tackle. Khalil. That'll be the final play of the half. Scranton will go to the locker room trailing 28-7. We'll be back for quarter number 3 in the Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast. Wilkes-Barre to kick off here to start the second half. Ball will bounce down to the 12-yard line. They will take it from there. Kamani Sterling. Ridden out of bounds over there by Logan Sinkavage.
Knights return the kickoff to the 30-yard line. They'll take over first and 10.
Coyle, the quarterback, will bunch it this way, and then inside scissor handoff. 7 will make the tackle, Christian Gale. Positive yardage from number 2. So Memphis Shadow getting the job done. Two receivers over to the right. H-back there on the left-hand side. Scranton will run the ball straight ahead. And Griskevich on the tackle. Given a 20 by Reese Whitman there. Third down and short. Shift to Roney. Coyle, right side. He's going to go wide. He's got room. Can he get there? It's going to be right near the sticks. Now they're going to say it's first down here for the Knights of Scranton. They'll move the chains. Left side. This could go. Nice burst by the Knights. So Shadow gets into Wolfpack territory on a long run. And a timeout here as Wolfpack have a guy down. Now we get the whistle to continue here in Scranton. We'll try to march on, trailing 28-7 to the Wolfpack. Our Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast tonight here at Wolfpack Stadium. Coyle, a little screener, gets it to his guy, and they'll get something. Reese Whitman, 5'11", 180-pound tailback, 2 yards. Scranton will take their time. They've had some trouble getting plays off. They'll break the huddle and rush out. They got 6 seconds to get this thing on. Shadow over to the right. They'll move another guy to the right. 2 seconds. Just got it off. Right side. Scranton running the football. They got a first down. And upended out near the sideline. So a positive job there by Scranton. It looked like Whitman. 6 banged up for the Wolfpack. Sincere Carter goes over to the training table. Shadow comes in motion. Coyle's going to run it. Flag goes way up in the air. And we'll stop the clock once again with 9:15 to go, third quarter.
Penalties, illegal shift on the Knights. That'll be a 5-yard penalty and remains first down.
Receivers over to the left-hand side. 2 of them and an H-back look. And they'll throw it out in the flat to Shadow. And who's that closing in but Gimbitsky? Loves contact. Far right side, we'll go 17, Brandon Dempsey. One-on-one coverage there. They'll move 3 guys bunched up left. And they'll roll right. They'll throw a sidewinder across the middle. And positive yardage there for Scranton. So a nice delivery there by Coyle. Got it into his guy number 5, Eddie Salazar. Under 8 minutes in the third quarter. Third down. Whitman.
Whitman on the carry. First hit by number 11, Cabbage. A gain of 3 will be fourth down.
Fourth down coming up. Western Wayne has gone out in front of Berwick by a touchdown. Not easy tonight for Western Wayne. Scranton. Fourth down and short. Under 7 to go here for the Knights. Can they complete the drive? Coyle gets his out in the flat, but there to knock it down. Nick Saraceno got a paw on it, and that's all they needed. So Saraceno playing good from his defensive end position. So, will the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack run the football? That is the question. Or will they continue their short passing game? When they got to put a game away, do they know how to run the football? We'll find out here. We're going to line up with a fullback and a tailback. Underwood will come out, though, and they'll give it to the fullback. Ardo just kind of had to cover up the ball. Didn't get a lot of blocking up front. It seemed like that was a little bit of shadow blocking. It was like he just had to deal with some Scranton Knights coming across that line. You got to smell it. You got to want it. You've got to put this game away. If you're the Wolfpack right now, if you're going to run the football, you got to go hard. Back to the throw. And too long for Gimbitsky.
Foul pass is incomplete, intended for number 4, Gimbitsky. Will be third down.
.605 on the clock. Third quarter. Third and 10. Rolling. In the flat. Don't think that's going to be enough.
Number 8, Saraceno, he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Bring up 4th and 5 for the Wolfpack. Took a little bit to get that punt away. And bounced off one of the Scranton Knights, and Wilkes-Barre's going to get the football. Tough break for Scranton. It was a short punt. And 22, Kevin Creech comes up with the football for Wilkes-Barre. Under 6 to go. Left side, Ardo.
Brought down at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 3 on the play. It's second down.
Wolfpack 5-18. Couple of heavies in the backfield. And they're going to go deep. Underwood. Got held up. Flag coming. You got to be kidding me. Dude, he grabbed his shoulder. You were right there. Oh, man. Oh, wow. That's all I got to say. Not going to say anything else. It's just, oh, man. That was a gimme.
That pass is incomplete. Intended for number 26, Underwood.
5:05 on the clock. Four receivers to the right. Third down. How?
House pass is incomplete. It'll be fourth down.
Got the district championship game next week. Howe's got some injuries over the last couple of years. You hate to see anything happen there to him. Rolling out to his right. Wilkes-Barre did not get the call there, but you got to be able to run the football, I think, at some point to bleed this clock and just kind of get out of here healthy. One man's opinion here in our Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast. Kick by Ardo. Will knuckleball down and shot out of a cannon. There goes Shadow. And he is reached up in the air, and here comes the flag. They see that one. And Wolfpack players need to get out of the way, be smarter, stop celebrating. You made a tackle, and you're up 28-7. It means nothing. You just gave him 15 yards.
penalties, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Knights. We have a dead ball, unsportsmanlike penalty on the Wolfpack. Both penalties were offset. Knights will take over first and 10.
Wolfpack get lucky on that one. Wyoming area all over Carbondale tonight. Dallas dominating Honesdale. And we are still in the third quarter, and it is just about 9 o'clock. So it has just been a long football game here at Wolfpack Stadium tonight. They're going to throw it. They got a guy in a flat. He is open. Whitman will get tackled over there. Gimbitsky came to clean it up. Trail all over Nativity BVM, 40-12. Coyle throws a beautiful ball, receiver wide open, and Gimbitsky makes the tackle. But another first down here for the Knights.
Gain 28 on the play, enough for a Knights first down.
Coyle out in the flat. Whitman gets by a couple tacklers and finally brought down near the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Under 4 minutes ago, and Scranton driving. Two receivers over to the right-hand side. Single receiver to the left, and Coyle is in the backfield with a running back right alongside him. Gives it to Whitman. Whitman meandering through, and he gets positive yardage, a first down near the 20-yard line. So Scranton's going to keep themselves in this ball game with the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack unable to seal the deal. Leading by 21. And Scranton is driving. Coyle inside, handoff. Nice job by Gale coming up on Shadow. Scranton coming out here on 2nd and 7. And we'll get a whistle.
Penalty on the play. Penalty's false start against the Knights. That's a 5-yard penalty and remains second down.
It's week 11. And there's still way too many penalties here in week 11 for both these squads tonight. 2:16 on the clock. And Coyle throws that one out. Guy in motion. Reverse the action. Wide open. Got to get rid of it. These guys got to get tripped up. They don't call anything. That's a tough call there for Scranton. It was probably going to be out of the end zone as the legs of the Wolfpack got tangled up there with the Knights in the end zone. But Coyle needed to get rid of that ball quicker. He was open and just holding on to it for an extra second. They closed quickly. He threw it out of the end zone. The guy tripped. So all those things kind of developed. Unfortunately for the Knights, it'll bring up 4th down. Timeout. Here comes Scranton. Guy in motion, far right, Coyle. Will look to throw. Throws it over the middle. He's got 2 guys there. Almost intercepted. He kind of split both guys. 1:39 to go, and Scranton turns it over. So there are 2 drives there from Scranton. They could have scored on both. They didn't, but it could be a 7-point game right now. And is there a flag on the field? So penalty against the Wolfpack. Still be 4th down and short. With 1:39 here in the 3rd. Wolfpack trying to get some of their fans excited here, and they run it. And he is going to be right near that 1st down. Chain gang's going to move. 1st down. Scranton.
Limit on the carry to gain of 2 on the play will be 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
1st and goal here for the Knights. Coyle. Whitman. Cuts back. Runs into a few Wolfpack players. Ball comes out late, but no. He was down. So Wyoming area is going to get the win tonight against Carbondale. Hazleton leads Williamsport. Abington Heights taking care of Valley West. That's a final. Delaware Valley beats Pittston area. Crestwood has now made it 21-14. They're within a touchdown. Dallas all over Honesdale. Prep dominating tonight. And picked off by Ardo. And Ardo might take this thing. He's running down the field here. Ardo out to the 37-yard line. So intercepted by Wilkes-Barre. Western Wayne beats Berwick by a touchdown. And you see Ardo just stood in the way there and picked that thing off the linebacker. And it's going the other way. So a nice return out of Ardo as well here with just 16 seconds to go in the third quarter. Wolfpack. Final play of the third quarter. They might throw it. I don't know if it'll be the final. Give it to Ardo. He bounces on the right-hand side, and Ardo runs forward to the 30-yard line. That'll be the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming your way. 28-7 Wolfpack. All right. Wolfpack will run it with Underwood, left side, Underwood. That's a couple of yards. It'll bring up third down and short. Wolfpack leading 28-7 here on the Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast at Wolfpack Stadium. And first down, Devon Underwood.
Underwood on the carry, he's brought down at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that's enough for a
Send Gambitsky out to the far right. And Scranton loading the box. Ardo, straight forward. Bring up third down and long. 55's been an active guy for the Scranton Knights tonight. Been all over the place making tackles. Patrick Whalen. Hard-nosed kid. Third down and long. Under the 10-minute mark here in this game. Throw an immediate out in the far right, and Watson couldn't squeeze it.
House pass is incomplete. It'll be fourth down. We have a penalty on the plate.
Another flag on the field.
Against the Wolfpack, 5-yard penalty. Will remain fourth down.
Punt here, and that's a nice one. Fair caught right near the 30-yard line. Wolfpack are going to get it. It was fumbled right there. Tough play there for Scranton. And it is the Wolfpack football.
Wolfpack on the recovery. They take over first and 10 from the Knights' 30-yard line.
.9:31 on the clock. Referee talking to both the Wolfpack and the Knights. Howe will come out of the huddle. Even though Scranton's packing the box, I still think you got to run the football. You just got to get a little bit wider. You don't want Howe to get hurt. And he is running, but when he takes one little play, he is your quote-unquote franchise guy back there. First down for the Wolfpack. 9:17, the game is in hand. Wolfpack Stadium tonight, the setting for the Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast. They will give it to Underwood. Underwood matriculating forward for a few. Nice little scat back under 9. Howe under center. Ardo. And he gets taken down after a gain of a few.
Penalty on the plate. Legal substitution on the Wolfpack. That's a 5-yard penalty and will remain third down.
Another flag. Might have dreams about flags tonight. 7:34 on the clock. Wolfpack. Looks like they're going to move on to next week at home for the district championship. Third down. Bunch of substitutions here. Left side, Underwood exploding in. Nimble and quick goes Devon Underwood.
And number 26, Davon Underwood. Sanchez in for the extra point.
Extra point, Sanchez up and good. 35-7, 7:07 to go. We'll be back. Wolfpack ensuing kickoff here. After Underwood gets the job done once again. Scranton still on their feet, but thought I saw a flag come in here. You see a flag? Yeah? All right. Our student broadcast. Yes, there was a flag thrown in. 6:59 on the clock. So Scranton will come out. And timeout, Wolfpack. Scranton will roll right and dumps it out. Got his guy open, positive yardage, out towards the 50-yard line.
Throws passes complete to number 20, Whitman. He comes out on
So
field
Whitman,
for a gain of 26. It's enough for a nice first down.
good connection there. Brody Coyle, the junior quarterback. Coyle, going to run it. And he goes out of bounds.
Coyle on the carry, pushed out about
First down.
the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and enough for a nice first down.
6-11. Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast tonight. Coyle in the flat. And they go backwards a little bit there, get it to their guy, Salazar.
He's pushed down.
And one of the Knights are down on the carpet. Another injury timeout. Scranton coming out. First down. Ball spotted at the 37-yard line. And they give it to the running back, and he'll get a couple.
Whitman on the carry. He's brought down at the 35-yard line. It'll be third down.
You know, the score's 35-7, but Scranton played hard, and there were a couple opportunities. It could have been within a touchdown. They had two drives, do a halt, who goes there, and then a couple of missed opportunities with fumbled punts. So that hurt Scranton as well. But toe-to-toe, they were able to play with the Wolfpack. Just going to be on the short end tonight, and we'll get under 5 minutes here. I think we're the last game in District 2 going tonight. The only game we're not sure of is that Williamsport-Hazleton game, and part of that might just be the communication of where that game's at. But all the other games are finals. Delaware Valley, a winner. We'll be right back. And at some point, we'll run a play here. 4:49 to go. Coyle looking. Throws it across the middle and almost picked off. Try to fit it in a tight window over there to Shadow. But it was 22 coming up, Kevin Creech. Clock will stop, 4:45. Fourth down. Scranton will send a guy out to the far right. That'll be Whitman. Coyle looks, he gets it over the middle. He's got a guy wide open. Salazar inside the 13-yard line. Clock will stop to reset it. Send a guy across. Coyle to the right side, little screen. He's got his guy. Whitman down inside the 2-yard line. Under 4 to play. Scranton looking to make it 35-14 here. And a fumble. Oh, boy. Tough break for Scranton. Wolfpack will get the football. So Scranton, it's been that kind of night for them. Another turnover deep here in Wolfpack territory, and that's been the tough breaks. And the Wolfpack will be back out on the field here. Ardo.
Brought down at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 2 for the second down.
I think one first down, you could bleed the clock. Brody Ray comes in. And Brody Ray going forward up to the 13-yard line.
12-yard line. It's a gain of about 6. It'll be third down.
Third down for the Wolfpack. Let that play clock go down. It's at 12. And they'll run the football, and I don't think they're going to get that first down. They're going to be a little bit short. So on fourth down, are they going to just go for it and try to salt the clock away, or are they going to kick it? No, they gave him the first down. I don't think it's a first down. That would be a monster gift if it's a first down. Wow. That is a gift. That was not a first down. But It is now. $1.58. Ray on the carry.
19-yard line with a gain of 4 for the second down.
$1:30 on the clock. With the Friday Night Football Blitz coming up tonight, 10 o'clock. Former Valley View coach George Hawana and myself, right here on the John Mendola Show Network. We'll milk this thing out here with 1:11 remaining. Ray.
Ray on the carry. He's brought down at the 22-yard line. Gain of 3 with the third down.
This will be the final play. Wolfpack, move on. 35-7 winners over Scranton tonight. Appreciate you joining us here on the Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast. Have a good night, everybody.